This is St Cecilia Sports and Social Club, or it was at one time. The building's been empty for quite some time and was purchased by a developer who we have a long-standing relationship with. We completed the utility installations at the development next door, St Cecilia Church. He picked this one up shortly after completing that project, and this is being converted into 8 new apartments. Our responsibility on this site is to install electricity infrastructure which is suitable to feed the 8 apartments and to install water supplies to those 8 apartments as well. There's already been some utilities activity on this site. If you look behind me, you'll see some water pipe coiled up. Internally there's a stop tap on each one of those pipes, and it's been brought out coiled up ready for the trenches to be excavated. Once those trenches are excavated, each one of those services will be run through to the boundary where a manifold chamber will be installed, the manifold positioned inside and the services connected accordingly. The meters will then sit on that manifold so that they're accessible to all of the tenants. The electricity supply isn't straightforward. It is round the other side of the building, it crosses the road and it travels some distance to a local substation. Once that connection's been completed and we've got a live BEMCO unit, the client will have access to power for all 8 of his properties. It will also have a landlord supply in there to power the lighting in the communal areas. This site has been registered with BT Openreach, following the process through the BT Openreach portal. We've received a contract and forwarded that on to the client. He's signed that accordingly, and we've got a field-based engineer allocated to this project. As this is a building of multiple occupancy, the electricity supply involves the installation of a BEMCO unit. On the majority of our commercial to residential conversions, that will be the case. The BEMCO unit will be installed around the other side of the building, and the service will travel through the private land, across the road, up to a substation which is quite a way away from site. Now, because of the size of the cable running through the site and being categorised as a main, an easement will be required for this particular project. In this case, Northern Powergrid will need an easement on this site. That will allow them a legal right to have 24-hour access to the cable that is laid in the ground. Unfortunately for the client, that means that they have to wait a little bit longer for their connection. It can take up to 12 weeks to complete the easement process. Information is exchanged between solicitors, and there's not really a great deal that we can do to influence that. Utility Source will make calls to solicitors, we will make calls to Northern Powergrid, but that is literally as much as we can influence.